Right. So it's just like you're saying 100% to whatever you're doing, show up fully.
Fucking do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Because I think people put half-ass in a lot of things. Like they'll be like, I want to be a streamer, but I'm streaming only like 15 hours a week and I'm getting on Twitch and I don't understand why no one's noticing me. Well, yeah, you're not on other social media platforms.
But you see,
you're not talking when no one's on your stream.
You have this strong knowledge of it, and it sounds like it's naturally there. How does someone, let's say a streamer, right? Because I imagine there's a lot of people that follow you and they want to learn and they don't, like, how does one develop this strong accountability that would lead them to succeed? Because it sounds like there must be some sort of a blueprint, because you're so successful at everything whatever you do, and you have this super accountability. How does that one train that as a muscle?
Well, guys, I created a online website called Creators University, where you can learn everything that I've learned in the past 10 years. And right now the courses are free, so make sure you go check them out if you want to know how to monetize yourself and check out everything you can. It's cool. It's going to be subscription based soon, so get the free content while you can. But I think other than signing up for this website, I think
I didn't know there's a point. Amazing.
I think one of the best things you can do to do that is learn. Like you have to have the willingness to learn. Like when I grew up, I always wanted to learn, right? Like I always wanted to read books. Like I always wanted to like, oh, hey, what is that? Tell me what it is. Like I often don't even get into fights about other people's beliefs or politics because I'm like, I want to hear your opinion. Like that's fine. So I think you have to kind of train yourself to want to learn more, and you can do that. And I think you can do that by reading books. Like they say successful people read 2 books a month, right? And by reading 2 books a month, you're naturally going to start creating that like want and willingness in your brain. And then you're going to slowly start seeing like, well, I'm striving for better things.
Do you remember the first book that as a teenager, as a kid, you're like, oh,
wait.
Do you remember
you lean back. You
I
chill,
do lean back.
chill.
I chill.
Scoot
I just flew. I just came to Los Angeles and immediately.
Today?
No, 2 days ago. But
Oh,
I'm still
okay.
Like,
okay,
but,
you're still on different time zones.
But it's still, you just get out here and it's like, oh yeah, it's just chill.
Yeah, it's a very chill vibe here. Yeah.
Do you remember one of the first books that kind of stood out for you as a kid?
Okay, so there was a lot of books that stood out for me when I was a kid, but I think maybe when I was 12, I started reading Edgar Allan Poe, and that's kind of why I love it so much.
Damn, that's heavy.
Yeah.
At the age of 12, you're like, death.
Okay, so I couldn't read until I was 9. Right?
You couldn't read until you were 9, and then you like right off the bat, Edgar Allan Poe.
So when I was 8, I started doing Hooked on Phonics because I was gonna get held back.
What's that? Sorry.
Hooked on Phonics is like this thing that came out in the 90s that could help your illiterate child learn how to read quickly.
Okay.
So I had a teacher in a special class I would go to in public schools that would teach me Hooked on Phonics. So at the age of 10, after my courses in Hooked on Phonics, because the way it works was so well, and it was the first time anybody sat down with me personally, it wasn't because I didn't want to learn, it's because no one was teaching me individually.
Okay.
So after somebody taught me individually, I just really picked up on reading. And then by the time I was in 5th grade, I was actually aged into a 7th grade reading class. So I was reading like ridiculously. And I think I would have aged higher if my school didn't go up to 7th grade at the time.
And reading immediately at that age, reading something I haven't read
it's
much.
Escapism.
But I haven't read that much of Edgar Allan Poe. But I'm just like very curious.
It's dark escapism.
How does that at that age, like, because you understand these concepts, I suppose, but is it like, does it make you feel a certain way?
Yeah.
Like reading that kind of heavy stuff.
I think it made me feel like my sorrow or sadness wasn't unique to me. Like I wasn't the only one that had pain. Because when you read stuff like that, you realize like there's a lot of pain in the writing, and there's also a lot of release in that pain through the writing. So I think I learned that, like, wow, I'm not the only one that feels this bad, or my life is shitty, but like other people feel the same way, you know? And it helps me.
That's so fascinating that I mean, I'm just impressed, because that's one of the, if that's one of the first books that like one of the first writers that got into your system, and immediately managed to resonate, because again, I haven't read much of him, and it's dark, right? And wow,
it's really good though. His stuff is great.
Very poetic.
Yo, Citric. Do I say it right?
Talking about books.
Citric.
Citric.
Okay.
Citric, but that's also good.
Yo, Citric, what are you doing here?
I'm very impressed. We're having a book club. We're talking about.
I've tried to have a book club on Twitch actually before.
Really?
Yeah, I like reading. I read a lot.
And what do you? So would you set like do you and your friends on Discord, do you set up like reading material? We're gonna read this.
So we had the idea and we were gonna do it, and then I think I never followed through, right? Because I just read personally. I was just doing so much.
Right, because you need to sort of organize.
You have to read it with a group of people, right?
Well, but why would you do it? You would take a book. What you announced that we're gonna be reading this book.
Yeah.
And is it what, for a month? And then next month you come back and
we'll all talk about it.
And you talk about it.
Yeah, maybe we should do that again, chat.
Yeah. Well, what was the first? Yeah, you should. Should you?
Yeah.
Should you start doing a book club with Adriana?
Yeah, they would love it. You know what other books I really liked that I really, really, really like felt like they affected me and I love them so much were chicken soups.
Chicken soups?
Yeah, like there's like Chicken Soup for the Soul, Chicken Soup for Teens.
I don't know what that is.
Chicken Soup is I don't even know the authors of it, but they're a bunch of different books and they're put into like there's short stories in each of them, right? A lot of them, but they're really good. Holy crap, I remember those. Yes, it's Citric. What's up, Wake Norris?
Chicken. I want to find out what chicken soups are now.
You'll like it. You'll like it. And then I also used to hang out at bookstores a lot.
Where'd you grow up?
Pennsylvania, Florida a little bit. Let's see.
And you would hang out at books, like at libraries or bookstores?
Bookstores.
Right.
Yeah, bookstores. Cause like, I mean, I've hung out at a few libraries, but bookstores all the time. I even tell people nowadays, I'm like, yo, if you want to meet a girl, like the best place you can go to is a bookstore, because if they're in an aisle looking at a book, you can easily start a conversation with them. And then also it's safe. It feels normal. You can be like, hey, like, it's nice talking to you. Do you want to go get a board game over there and play a board game and drink coffee at the same time?
Wow.
And you have your first date, like,
that's like date
easily.
Tips, date advice for bookstores.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, but Barnes and Nobles was a spot. That's what's up.
Wow, I never knew that that's a dating advice type.
Yeah, I've always met like great guys at bookstores.
I guess that's a healthy. Okay.
Yeah, so there's like Chicken Soup, Believe in Miracles. I mean, these are just like the nice ones, but
And then there's also pet food.
Yeah, chicken Soup has pet food now.
Dude, I mean, they had to. It's the brand. It was like at some point, 20 years of selling books. Like,
yeah,
are we really not
books,
am I gonna make
podcast, education, TV, film, and video, and
like,
pet
I've been telling you for 20 years, Chicken Soup for the soul. I get it.
Excellent, darling. Thank you for the prime. D Money, thank you for the prime. I also saw somebody rated me. Who rated me?
Rated you?
Bluegrass, thank you for the raid. Lunicorn, thank you for the sub. You got a nice rate. Okay. Yeah, they can send other people my way. When the new LTK drop out?
Oh yeah, the new TLK? LTK.
That's Last Kingdom. LTK.